just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Drop, rock it.
On first down, Eason. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Hey, Sam off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, Dillon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run again with Dillon. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Get in the right room. Check. Greystone, travel. Switch. Leo. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hey, lock it.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 43.
Steve Griffin.
Off the play fake. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
3.5 to go, first quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. to throw again. Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Richie James. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida. Oh, he shifts past him, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 3. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming. 66, bullet, half, check 31.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
right there. 54. 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the gun on third down. Eason, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 4, check 4. Check 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Breida. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let it go. Check. Check. Mike 54. Mike 54 and over.
Here's Jackson. Hearing this one out for Evans. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with Breida. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught. This is White. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Go. Go. 57's Mike.
Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. And James has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Joker.
Throwing is Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
57. Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You don't want none.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, you get on the head.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A final shot before break. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Carney. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them. We own them.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set, hut. Go to base. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Where'd he go? Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Keep it up, defense.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Buying time to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run now with Peyton. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 52, right there. 54, Mike. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-6.
To throw is Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 57.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready, set. Squeeze. Tackles. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. They go.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Pick it up. 57.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check Mike 57.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready, 54, 54. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Run. 54, right there. 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Let him know.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Go, tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the ready. 53, Mike. It's going to be a long day. Shut up. It's going to be a long day. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it into Dillon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
57's the mic. Watch the ball.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Come on, team running. Let's go. Let's get this ball. Let's 57's right. Where'd he go? These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, Carney. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. Johnson jostles free. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Ravens on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. On the run, it's Peyton. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running it here with Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Mike, 54. Coming to you. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. All day. Big Ed.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Eason completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 right at the 40. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Jackson now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
Off play action. Eason. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
50, plant. Hey, Sam off. Check three. Check. Guard.
Off the play fake. Eason. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Eason got his man there, complete to Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Eason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Check safety.
On 4th down, Eason. He's going to let it fly. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Back to throw. Eason, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Get ready. Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
49ers 15.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. It's shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got
ready.
On. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pocket to dance. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket. Don't yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass
on the ready.
Ball, but this is no game.
Go.
Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got your
go. Set. Go.
Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel.
You ready?
Lobby.
Leaf river. Leaf river.
Receptionist. What now? 11. Check out. Give her one sound. Just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess.
Set. 30 bet. Shoot.
Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the homies see the reservation. And half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mountain.
Ready, break.
All your boys got expensive
Now.
habits. I know what they think. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They figure they don't need it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions.
Ready, ready.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
10 Lobo.
So when I die,
Ready, ready.
somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
Got it.
Somebody might want it now.
Uh-huh.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Ready, set. Head on. Ready. 90 Wolf. Get it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ready.
Are you ready?
Hit it.
Ready?
Down. 18 Gator. Set, go. go. 6, go.
This be the green light, go. People wanna know when Mace Posse and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a stop.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Big rip. Big rip.
All being moved in a frenzy. Blends me all the right way. Meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental.
Go now. 18 Gator. Recon 132 fighter. Shoot. Go. 50 plant. Now.
When it was live, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running
Set,
the
ready?
spot, and you know
70,
we got rep
Indy.
control, so no need to
5.
take a breather. Cardio kingpin, something big to double A. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align with move.
Come on, set. 10 2-star. Ready, ready. Go set. 15. Lock the hook. Set. 8. Read. Cut out. Ready, ready. 30 base. Get it. Here we go, here we go. 6, hit it. Ready, 10 low, set, go. Down, 90 wolf. Protein spill.
Are you ready? Set.
Let's go.
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket?
Ready up.
Talk about space.
Big river, big river.
Can you rock it like rocket? Close encounter of what kind?
Let's go. 18 Gator. Top shoot.
Rock it like rocket.
Set up. 60 now. Go now. 5. Here we go. 18 Gator. 80 weapons. Leo, Leo. Hey, ready, ready. Set, ready. Set, hook. Come on, set. 70, Indy. Cut out. On the set. Get it. Ready, ready. Hey, Delta. Hit it. Here we go. Set. 10 2-star. Set, go. Set. Let's go. Ready, ready. 8 read. Leaf river, leaf river. Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Shoot. Ready? 60 now. On the double. Ready, ready. Down. 10 Lobo. You're out. Let's go. 90 Wolf. All right. 18 Gator. Get it. Let's go now. Stick, hit it. Ready. Set, go. Here we go. Puck, go. On the ready. Lead grip. Lead grip. You ready? Shoot.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends,
ready?
so I wonder
18
when
Gator.
it's my time. I live every day like
Yeah.
I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well.
Come on, set. 50, play. Hey, exit. Hold time.
I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Hell, keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves.
Set. 70, Indy.
I wouldn't wanna be
Ready, ready?
anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came
Ready,
out of
break.
the jungle where it rained and it thundered.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my
Got it.
time. I live every day like I'll die
Cut
by
up.
the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I
Ready,
wonder
set.
when it's my time. I live every
Up
day
it.
like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well.
Set. 10 Tucson.
I've been
Hit
on
it.
my number, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my butt off, I don't get to take off. A hater get off, I'm ready
Ready?
like lift off. I
Let's go.
never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I
Ready
had to
up.
go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what they mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it.
Ready, ready. Lead grip.
I gotta
Lead grip.
change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these petty but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in
On the
hesitating.
set.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time
Shoot.
flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Here we go, here we go. Now.
On the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me
Ready?
so long
15,
getting
fight.
back to my right mind.
Down. 8, read. Top. Ready, ready. Let's go. 30 base. Set, hut.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
Set, hut.
big
60 ore.
numbers.
Set, hut.
Count it, that's a big number.
Foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the
Go now.
ATM in the
Time to get it.
Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't got shit to sell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bet, be best though.
river.
Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. That's the biggest scam when he stretches this. Man, I'm talking a few $100,000. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up,
Come on,
run it up,
set.
count it up, count it up.
60 Pittsburgh.
100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them.
Two.
Hey, she wanted like me cause I like I can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like
Go
a
set. 60 outlaw.
16 cars in my
Now.
car. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bang, that's a
18
big
Gators.
number.
Grace Bryant.
Numbers, big numbers. Whole team got it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bang, that's a
Ready,
big
ready.
number.
50 plant.
Big numbers.
Ready, ready.
Hundreds. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
On the double. Set. Here we go. 70. It up.
Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead.
Ready?
His
10
team is
two
off the
star.
hook and you don't really want
Get
to.
it.
But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy.
Down.
And tell the
15,
whole
10.
damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg,
Let's go.
and I'm the
8
only
read.
one. And when it comes to
Let's go.
Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Back off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me,
Ready.
you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with
Blue
the
dog
run, or I can
forfeit.
get you with the
Let's
pass.
go.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed.
Set up. 30 base.
I'm in a mud league.
Pilot. Big river. Big river.
Time on you suckers, but y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Mad
Go now.
20,
6
Snoop
2.
Dogg, I get it. I got cleats on my feet.
Here we go.
Back
10
on my
Lobo.
head, ready
Now.
to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none.
On the ready.
If you do, come and get some.
Fire.
Tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world
Ready?
this is Madden
9.
territory.
Ready.
Come and get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when
Come
it
on,
comes to
set.
Madden, all y'all
18
fools my
Gators.
sons.
Set up.
Back up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run, or I can
Set.
get you with the
60
pass.
Pittsburgh. Set up.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Warrior, when I'm in a mud league, 2-0, Madden time on you
Set.
suckers. Y'all
60
can't get
outlaw.
close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause
Get
my
it.
team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.
Ready, ready. 18 Gators. Protein spill. Hit it. Here we go. Here we go. Set go.
Be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch,
Ready?
I'ma shine
50.
out.
Let's
Working
go.
hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it
Down.
back like Saquon.
70. Indy.
And I gotta win no matter what.
Topper.
Hail Mary, no punch,
Big
like,
rip. Big
every
rip.
time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Check the
10
stats,
two
Jay
star.
Critch, I'm the QB.
Look at me.
Ran it up and
Score.
then I went and
Score.
got a new freeze. How fit to be the
Shoot.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
Hey, damn off now.
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.
Here we go. 30 base.
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up
ready?
now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still
Come on,
gone.
set.
How
Head
fit to be the
logo.
boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Let's go. Ready? 18 game. Leaf River. Leaf River.
Why you do that like that? It's a
Down.
lot of money.
50
Why
plant.
you mad like that?
Gone, gone.
I'm in my new bag, my bag.
Shoot.
Too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday,
Let's go.
run it back.
70 Indy.
Run it back. 48
Now.
yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me go.
10 Tucson.
Let my jag talk.
Leo. Hey, lock it.
That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back.
Fine.
My bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab.
Let's go now.
Man, when it come
15
back, I'ma give
line.
back my bad.
15
When the
line.
check hit, the direct hit.
Greystone,
I'm mad. When the
travel.
check missed the direct
Smooth.
hit, I'm sad like who's back?
Ready, ready.
At my window. They say that it's my money. I'm like over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo.
Here we go.
She said she
8
not a-
3.
she
Go
ain't-
after her.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag.
Set, ready? 30 base.
You ain't getting
Weak, but I.
too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards.
Come on, set. 60 ord. Hey, we'll get it.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, ready? Hit it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I
10
just had
logo.
to let you know.
Blue draw Corker.
The young,
Let's go.
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ready, break.
Give me that work and I can sell it.
Pile, pop, go.
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it.
90, Leaf River.
I ain't never
Leaf River.
faking I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm
Got it.
still guaranteed my wins.
Dude.
This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening.
Ready,
Gotta
set.
fix it up, they eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep
Ready,
it
ready.
low, got my own religion.
18 Gator.
The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Here we go. 60
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Head up. Down. 18 Gator. Get it. Let's go. 50, plant. Hit it.
Got it on. Smash. Foot on the. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold. Copy. End zone. Watch me. Celebrate. I'm copy.
70. Go.
Dance. Jump in the dance. Man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what
Go
I
now.
want.
10, 2, let's go.
Got it on. Gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash.
Here we go. 15, leap rip.
They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High
ready? 8, 2.
I got all the intangible. Need to lead some of piece of my animal. Make the competition up like a animal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP that decision.
Come on, set.
I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years blessed, wait, glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash. Got it on. Smash.
Here we go. Set.
Gas.
5.
I will not crash. They will not stop. Tempo. Copy. End zone. Watch me. Celebrate. I'm copy. I do my
Set. 10 logo.
Dance. No man.
Ready?
Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on. Smash. Put in the gas. I will not.
Ready
crash.
up.
100 yard dash.
Oh,
100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no
Ready.
I can confidently like a turkey. Or run take you like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. We call us up making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time we
On the set.
I'm the lion in the jungle.
Get it.
Just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I think I'll move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hit it.
They couldn't blitz past it. Got it on. Smash. Put it in. Dash. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Ready?
100 yard
60
dash.
Pittsburgh.
100 yard
Set, go.
dash. 100 yard dash.
Down. 60 outlaw. Go. Ready. Leap rip.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up,
Let's go.
gourmet.
18 Gator.
Super Saiyan Gold
Press
Tank.
2.
Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball, man. All I ever do is all lame. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at
50
any moment.
plant.
Spitting like a semi, only
Now.
give me semicolon. Cold Z rolls like a Finley, yell names every flow is my passion. I better get set in. Finish up. Mess around with me and I
Go now. 70 Indy. 5.
Drug one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. The whole game was never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I
Here we
go Super Saiyan
go.
Gold Tank.
10-2
Anything I
stop.
ever do is top
Ready.
rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers
Set,
on my
ready?
feet now.
15
Every beat is
Lonnie.
getting beat
Hit.
down. Couldn't sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it so sufficient. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest
Come on,
ever
set.
sums it up. I
8
ain't have a
reads.
lot when I was
Get it.
coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is
On the
top rank.
double.
Got more
Hit.
bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Look at me. Door. Set, go.
Yeah.
Set. Let's go. Ready. Head lobo. X3. 218 top. Hey, lead grip. Here we go. Shoot. Hit it. Now.
Championships.
Ready?
All my records go
95.
hard. It's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made the good and work, I don't think they really heard me like. Pull the chains, I'm about to make a play. Pull the chains, tell them get about the way. Pull the chains, I'm about to win the game. Pull the chains, baby, tell them pull the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kick it up against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch.
Get it.
If I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Set. Ready. 50. Plant. Set, go. On the ready. Hut, go. Come on, set. Lead grip. Here we go. Set. Shoot. Set. 10-2 stop. Now. Ready. 15, line, 5. Here we go. 8 reads. Ready. Ready. 30 base. Hut. You ready? Move. Head up.
Ever since I blew back out on my don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long style made her when I shot my whip. Hey,
60 or get it.
Back then you had to stop. Blind back then dip. Got a whole for the out on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby.
Ready, break.
Play no high drip.
Pop, hit it.